Okay, Claudia, first of all, let's start with your final piece of the puzzle, I guess, in the import. Has it been a long discussion before you picked her, or tell us a bit about the process?
Yeah, look, we did a lot of research for this position. I think it's a key position for us in our roster. Really sort of our anchor on defense and that big presence inside. So we did look at a few different players, and once we landed on Medina, we certainly had a few phone calls and conversations with her. Felt really comfortable, and thankfully she was really excited about our program.
So she's in the WNBA as we speak.
Yeah, she's playing for Atlanta. They're doing quite well. So see what she can get here by round one, hopefully.
Yeah, so when's their season due to finish, I should know?
Regular season will be done end of September, and then just depends how far they go into the playoffs. So she was drafted by Atlanta. She's only new to basketball, so she's picked up the game maybe about 5 years ago. So we see huge potential in her, really high ceiling, super athletic. Obviously, he's got the wingspan and the length and the height that we want. She's a bit of a sponge. From the research we've done with the coaches and teammates, she just wants to learn, and so we said, this is a perfect opportunity for her here.
So is there a chance she might be here for the first part of the season, depending how deep they do go?
Yeah, it just kind of depends how far they go into the playoffs. So we'll keep an ay on that, and we, Jack and I are keeping in touch with those two players that are over there. Just touching base every week or so, keeping them updated, and we'll have to integrate her as quickly as we can once she's here.
Is there a few teams in that boat around the competition? Do you think they'll be waiting for the WNBA players to get here?
Yeah, I guess it's all of us. It's part of what it is when you're getting recruiting WNBA players. So I guess there's two things impacting the start of the season this year. There's the Women's World Cup. So we've seen a few of our players will be away, and as well as some of the other imports, and then the WNBA.
Good chance if they're not here, I suppose, for others to step up in their absence.
Yeah, look, I think we've got a balanced team. We've certainly got redundancy at all positions, and so that was part of the strategy when we recruited. We're comfortable. We've got enough height and bigs and inside presence to cover if she's not there for round one. It's absolutely a great opportunity for others to step up.
It's sort of like having some of the girls here now, and just starts to feel a bit more real, I guess, being in here as well.
Yeah, look, it's been an unbelievable week. I think, just feeling the excitement. We moved into our new facility. It's unbelievable. We've got players on the court. We started workouts. Everybody's kind of booked flights and they're on their way in. So we're really excited to get going.
To have that all locked in now, I guess, is that a relief as well? It's a really busy time trying to find the right players and the right people to come here.
Yeah, it's been really busy. I think really proud of what we've been able to recruit and attract. I think it speaks volumes for Tasmania and as well as for the club. Just there's such an attraction to come play here. It's known as a club that looks after its players and makes sure that everybody's welcomed, but also is able to grow here, which is I think really important. We're trying to recruit as a destination club. You're going to come here. You're going to be challenged. But you're also going to grow. You're going to be a better person, a better basketball player. So credit to, I guess, those that have laid that pathway before us and made our job a bit easier. So a bit of a challenge to recruit when you don't have anything to rely on previously, but that we do. And so we're really pleased with that. And also we've locked in all our staff, all the coaching staff, all the high performance physio staff, and really quite excited about the level of talent that we've been able to attract.
So, Steph, and the two imports aside, when's everyone on the ground and when's day one, I guess, of the pre-season?
Yeah, so end of August, everybody will be here, start training. We've got a few that are coming across on the Spirit of Taz, and then official first training is September 3rd.
Now you've got your squad locked in. When we look at someone like Taylor, locally, how big a responsibility do you expect her to have throughout the season? Now you know what the team looks like.
Yeah, so we're thinking, us and the coaches are getting together now regularly around what's our style of play, what's our identity. Now that we've got all the pieces locked in, certainly getting a player like Medina on the roster kind of changes things, or certainly got to make sure that we can put her in positions to have the impact we know she can have. And so that'll inform, I guess, what we're looking at philosophically in terms of our style of play, and then what everyone's role is around that. So we're just working through all of that, communicating that with the players as best we can, and then kind of adjust as things go along.
Just on Medina, is there not a risk as such, which is obviously a very talented player, went high in the WNBA draft, but because she is so new to basketball, is there still a lot she is learning?
Yeah, absolutely. She's, and she was really sort of, I guess, honest and open about that. She wants to be coached. She wants to have, video. She wants to be, a position that she can learn. And I think, it's certainly something WNBL and our club can provide. We've got all the tools. We've got the best facility. So we're able to, have that support and that growth for her. And that comes in many different ways. And so we already sending some video across overseas for her to start learning.
We spoke about the JJs doing a camp up in the north and northwest. Are Jules planning on anything like those along those lines, and what will entail in those?
Yeah, so Jules currently planning. So we have a preseason tip-off in Townsville tournament, so 2 games, which is really early on. So we're trying to lock in some other games up north. It's details being worked out as we speak, but certainly that's part of what we want to do is take some basketball up there and get everybody up north excited about us as well.
Membership update?
Yeah, so really excited that our memberships are about 2,700, which is the league leading in the WNBL, and we want to obviously be league leading in a few other categories, but there's still some memberships available, so we encourage everybody to come along and get out there and support the Jewels.
Are they seated memberships?
Yeah.
Has it surprised you the level of, I guess, people pushing behind the support of Jules and Jack Jumpers Ridgely and football that's happening in the state? Yeah,
I wouldn't say surprised. I think, Tasmania is known as such great sporting fans and really backing each other and supporting each other. So I guess, really uplifted by it, and the amount of support that we've had is amazing. I think, the players, I've put it in the players group chat, we're at this number, we're now top in the league, and, the feedback's unbelievable from the players. Are so excited.
Right. Welcome home. Home looks a bit different these days, doesn't it, when you walk into a place like this?
Yeah, very different. It feels like something that doesn't belong here almost, because it's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life, and I feel like I don't belong here as well, but it's the coolest place probably I've ever stepped into basketball wise.
And you've seen a lot in the States as well, I guess.
Yeah.
It stacks up.
Yeah, easily. This would probably be my favourite, because it's not too big and everything's in the same spot and it's specialised to one sport, so I feel like that's something that I've never seen before or been a part of in my life, so to be able to have that is very special.
So I saw you were on the boat a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
When did you actually arrive back home?
Arrived yesterday morning, about 6 a.m. Then made the drive and got home yesterday, lunchtime.
So day one's today, really?
Yeah, I had a workout yesterday afternoon, and then day one officially, I guess today, lifting and doing a full-on workout and stuff like that.
Is it sort of sunk in now that you are back home and playing WNBL in your home state?
I think it sunk in, I guess, putting this stuff on and being around all the coaches, seeing everyone walking around, that's kind of sunk in now, but it's still very, I've sent all my friends photos and videos being this is ridiculous, and no one else can believe it, let alone me who's here.
A few more pieces of the puzzle now since we spoke to you last about how your team looks. What do you think of the squad that's been put together?
I think it's going to be very competitive. I see us being one of the best, hopefully. In all kind of positions, we're pretty strong, which is something that I think will serve us in good stead starting the season, and having good coaching staff, we know who all of our side pieces are in terms of strength and conditioning, manager, stuff like that. So having that all sorted now and just being able to start those relationships and communications with them is something that's pretty special. I mean, pre-season doesn't start for another month, so to be able to be in here already coaching, being around all the people, that's something that you don't get very often. I've never done that in my previous season, so it's definitely, I think, will get us a step ahead, I think.
Obviously, there'll be some later roles in the step at the World Cup and the two important potentially. I'm not sure when they're going to be here, but you're confident you'll be able to gel together as a team pretty quickly? I
think so. I already know a few of the girls, and they are just elite human beings, and I feel like that's almost the thing, that having that at the start, building good relationships and having good people is half the battle sometimes in teams, and knowing that we have elite human beings and stuff like that, I already know chemistry is going to be good, culture is going to be good, stuff like that, so just building that up, I guess, will translate on the court, because it's pretty hard for it not to be able to translate.
I apologise if you have already asked this before, but what was the driving factor to come home?
It was honestly a no-brainer to me. Just being able to hear that they're getting the facility, the coaching staff that they had, having conversations with Claudia, stuff like that. It kind of felt like the next step for me. I haven't lived at home. I've been at home for 10 years, so it's kind of I've been away for a long time. I feel like it's nice timing to be back at home. plus having this, plus wanting to go back to my family, new puppy dog at home. So stuff like that is, I don't know, it felt like a no-brainer and a very easy decision.
Just ask Gordon about your role in the team, I guess. Do you feel like, what sort of average minutes were you playing at Geelong, and do you feel like you'll get there here as well, or how do you see yourself being in the team?
I think my thing is I just try and come in straight away and do whatever I kind of need to do for the team and fill any holes that need to be filled and stuff like that. So that's kind of the mindset that I have going in, playing hard, being a good teammate. It's kind of something I pride myself on, trying to help build culture, stuff like that, and then just bring energy any way I can. Geelong was like a very up and down experience with my injuries, with stuff like that. So it was very interrupted. It was hard, like physically, mentally, stuff like that, being able to get back healthy. But now I feel like I've had a full NBL1 season under my back, like a full proper season of not being hurt or not having anything wrong with me. So I feel like now I've got kind of the perfect preparation coming into another full season to be able to hopefully put best foot forward and just see whatever happens.
Just on those injuries, like how frustrating was it to not be able to get a full season on your belt until you did last year?
Yeah, extremely. It's probably the hardest thing that's happened to me physically. Obviously, it's major surgery, so stuff like that you don't want to happen to anyone, let alone yourself. So it's kind of annoying that happened, but I guess I kind of operate that everything happens for a reason, and that kind of was trying to teach me something. I obviously needed to slow down, or I was doing too much, stuff like that. So being able to, I guess, get that all sorted now, and I don't think about it or have any issues with it any days of the week. So being able to have that behind me is something that's pretty good.
Okay, mate, we've discussed it before, but just tell us about coming back to Tassie. Must be pleased to be back home.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people have said welcome home in the last couple of weeks, which has been really nice. To be back at the club is something that was special to me and my family. So to be around it with the new facility, a new team, and then also see some friendly old faces is really cool. It's definitely home away from home for us.
What do you make of the squad that's been put together?
Yeah, really exciting. I mean, obviously with the announcement of Medina, that rim protecting 5 is going to be a massive part to the way we play, but also to deal with some of the other quality bigs in the league. So yeah, really happy to have her along, and now to be in the building with 4 or 5 athletes running around it's going to come close pretty quick.
Absolutely. What are you looking forward to about working together at the women's space, I guess, rather than the men's space?
Yeah, I think men or women, the best part about being around a team is just the competitive daily environment and the thirst to get better. You know, I mean, what I enjoyed about being with the under-19 women was just, you know, their thirst to learn, their thirst to compete, and the value of connection within the women's space is something that was a really good experience for me at World. So those things come across in different ways in men and women's sport, but yeah, those are the things that I'm really looking forward to.
And obviously the players will be getting here at different stages, I guess. How tricky is that going to be to navigate not just a team, but a new team bringing together before the start of the season?
Yeah, definitely. The timing of the WNBA season now, with more games finishing later, it does put you on the back with imports kind of getting here at the back end of September or later if they make the playoffs. But at the same time, everyone's in that same boat. But yeah, really looking forward to September 3rd when all the Australians are in the building, and then we'll welcome Steph back from the World Cup around mid-September. So going to be really important how quickly we connect and get on the same page.
Well done on your signing with the club. What's it mean to be here at home playing in the WNBL squad?
Yeah, it means a lot. I obviously had the year off NBL1 this year, and I didn't really know where to go with basketball, but it being in Tassie made it so convenient and made me want to be here and play basketball. So it's pretty cool.
So have you relocated south?
Yeah, I moved down last Thursday, just living up the hill, so it's an easy drive here, which is good.
Tell us about not playing NBL1 this season and how come?
I played uni. I'm doing uni this year, so I wanted to prioritise that and work. And I also just played for my club, so I didn't want to travel to Launceston. But I think the year off paid off. Like playing for my club, I played probably the best basketball I've played in a long time. So yeah, just had the year off to focus on those things.
A lot of the DP girls or some of the DP girls are looking at going to college and stuff. Is that on your radar as well?
It was, but I think I'm a very homey person. I like being at home, and I think that's why I didn't go any further with the college thing. I just wanted to be here, and now this opportunity's here. It's been awesome.
What have you learnt so far from Claudia?
Lots. Yeah, I think it's just like you just got to work hard if you want to be in an environment like this, and I think they've really driven that so far, and it's only been a week. So, yeah, I've just learnt that to be good, you have to work hard, which is something I want to be. So.
And some of the names you'll be sort of practicing with in Steph and a couple of imports that have played in the WNBA is pretty exciting.
Yeah, I've obviously played against Steph a few times, and it's been difficult. So now facing her every day will be an awesome challenge. But yeah, it'll be hard, but pretty cool.
What are you studying at uni? Sorry.
Teaching. I'm doing teaching. Yeah, primary school teaching. So in my first year of that.